Hey guys, welcome to the clubhouse. I'm Billy Jackson, and today's review is gonna be on Talk to Me. Okay, now I was gonna go see A Haunting in Venice, but I saw this movie started streaming the other day, so I had to watch it. Because when I first saw the previews for this in the theater, I wanted to see it already. I mean, I thought it was going to be a fun, kind of campy horror film, kind of generic. And I really didn't think it was going to be that great. I just thought it was going to be a lot of fun. But was it great? Yes! This movie, I'm considering right now to actually call this movie a masterpiece. And for many reasons. This movie is an indie film. I didn't even realize that it took place in Australia, and about a bunch of kids that have this hand that's kind of like a statue, and they have parties with this hand where they get people to grab it and they get possessed and they kind of freak out for a little bit and they time it, and if you release the hand within 90 seconds and everything's good. At least they think it is. But actually that the spirit stays with them and it's a different spirit every time. So anyway, like I was saying, I thought it was going to be campy and fun, but I'm telling you, this movie was no fun. I mean, it's a great movie to watch. It's a great horror movie in the respect that there are different tiers and different kinds of horror movies. You got horror comedies, you got sci-fi horror, you got ghosts, you have creature features. There are tons of different kinds of horror in the horror genre itself. And this one is an emotional horror. It had me at times so emotional. I felt for the characters because the development of these characters was spot on. I felt their pain. The acting was incredible. The writing of this movie was impeccable. And the scares, they try a couple of jump scares that really didn't affect me. I think I'm desensitized to jump scares, but some were very effective. But really, the horror comes psychologically because of what these people, particularly this one woman or teenage girl, I should say, is going through. She loses her mom. Her father, is trying to console her, but she's inconsolable about it. And I'm not going to spoil anything about the movie, but just know the whole thing that's happening with her family dynamic is a huge part of the movie. And I didn't know it was going to be about that. But when it started going down that route, and it goes deep, this movie hits a lot of strings for me inside. And I honestly did not expect it to be what it was from the trailer. For me, from the trailer, it just looked like it was going to be, like I said, campy and fun. But no, it's serious and dark and excellent. I don't know how else to explain it. You absolutely must see this movie. It's a masterpiece. When I say that I mean that it's masterfully done, especially by an independent group. This comes straight out of A24, and I'm real impressed with low budget horror. I mean, the more they do, the better they get, I feel. And I'm just so glad that this movie was what I wasn't expecting. I'm glad that it was what it was. And it must be seen. And it's really fast. It's an hour and a half long. And, it kind of starts off fun and campy. They're partying, they're taking selfies with people being possessed and stuff. It's kind of a game to them. But then when people start killing themselves and each other, and then you see from the possessed point of view, it was just so different, and it felt really unique, even though this kind of horror has been done 1,000 times. I've seen this kind of movie 1,000 times, but the way this movie was portrayed, I've never seen before. Wasn't expecting it, so it was a pleasant surprise to get another great horror movie this year. There have been a ton of them. Almost every horror movie that has come out has been great this year. And it definitely needs to be seen. All the movies I've seen this year need to be seen, but I think this one stands alone from everything else that you think you know about horror movies. Because, like I said, it goes in a direction that I did not see coming, and it's really smart. It's well filmed. Some of the cinematography, the way the shots were made, I thought were brilliant and unique. And the story itself felt real. Like I said before, I felt for these characters because the development of them was so well done. But just know, going into this, that it's a sad movie. And it kind of ends abruptly. And I know that some previous reviews have said that they didn't like that. But honestly, when it ended, I didn't like that it ended because I wanted more. But also, I respected where they ended it. And after thinking about it and after sleeping on it, honestly, I loved the way they ended this movie. But anyway, guys, it's not all about what I think. What do you think? Have you seen Talk to Me? Do you plan on watching it? Let me know in the comments below. Remember to like my videos and subscribe to my channel. And as always, make yourself happy every day. And the only way to do that is to remember the only thing stopping you is you stopping. Bam!